Bam! What's up, YouTubers? Jurassic Ninja. Gonna be doing our first recent pickup video. Got some pretty cool titles, some games I'm pretty proud of that I found. Let's check out what we got. First up, nothing too exciting, but you know, Rainbow Six 3 for the PlayStation 2. I love this game, but it's way better on the Xbox system, so I recommend that you buy it for the Xbox. Next up, a game that I've heard of for a long time. I've always wanted to play it. For some reason, I just never got around to it. That's Stuntman. Now, I never really knew anything about it. I kind of just thought you did some stunts, whatever. But actually, it's super cool. Like, you're a stuntman, but the movie director, he's giving you these objectives. Like, in 500 feet, do a 90-degree turn. Then you're gonna hit the turn hard right, and you gotta meet all of these demands at a certain time. And like, they really set up the game really well with the cool cutscenes and the director talking. Like, you really do feel like you're on a movie set making a movie. It's super cool. You know, I've always been a big fan of CTR, Crash Team Racing. Playing some CTR with my buds. You know, it was my Mario Kart for my PlayStation. Love this game to death. And I've always known that they've had a PS2 version, and I've never got to play it. So I picked it up. And I gotta say, it's not that great. I mean, maybe back then it was great, but right now it's not holding up. I mean, I've been playing a lot of the new Mario Kart on the Wii U, and then going to this guy, it's just like, right, okay, back to the Mario Kart, okay. Next up, got some Jaws Unleashed. Didn't really play it. I saw Angry Video Game Nerd and Mike Matei play this game on their channel, and looked pretty fun, so I decided not to capture any game footage for it. It's been pretty covered. Of course, every game I have has been covered. Next up, game that actually I played and beat on the PlayStation 2 back in the day, Hitman Contract. Next, Hitman Contracts. It's a good game. I mean, super fun. It's slow paced. You can't really decide to go running and gunning. You can, but I mean, it's hard. It's super cool. Check it out. And PlayStation 1 games. Actually, I picked this one up on eBay. I've always wanted to own it. I've played it before, and I loved it to death. Castlevania Symphony of Night. Who doesn't love Castlevania Symphony of Night? Castlevania with RPG elements. You get weapons and armor and new abilities. It's just a really well-balanced, awesome, great, super duper cool game. Get it for your collection. And then my favorite game, hands down, I also picked up for $1, Toy Story 2. No, I'm joking. I never played it. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I played this with my wife. It was okay. It was a little hard and clunky. Toy Story 2. Yeah, well, it was $1, so I picked it up. Next up, another game for PlayStation 1. Another game for PlayStation 1 that I've always wanted to play. I saw it in all the magazines back in the day, and I was just like, Bruce Willis in a video game? Come on! Apocalypse. So I played this game finally, and I gotta tell you, I mean, it's pretty good. Kind of like Smash TV meets 3D, I guess. It seems weird, the controls, because, you know, if you want to shoot straight, you gotta hit triangle. If you want to shoot right, you gotta hit circle. If you want to shoot left, you gotta hit square, backwards, X, right? So that's like Smash TV, where your attacks are all, you know what I mean? But what's weird about the game is that you're basically always moving straight. So I didn't really find myself needing to shoot left or right or behind me, but I only played 10 minutes of the game, so I'm sure there's plenty of instances where that will be needed, but it was actually really fun. So I recommend Apocalypse. Let's go to Xbox. Time Splitters. Future Perfect. I played it, and I gotta tell you, it was pretty fantastic. I mean, sniper rifle, I mean, all that cool. I mean, it was just so fun. And I played 4 players with my friends. We had a great time. I wish I captured it, but I didn't. But Time Splitters, Future Perfect. Yep, great game. Alright, PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3. Jak and Daxter Collection. I've only ever beaten part 1. I went to part 2, and it was just so different that I turned it off. I'm sure it's good. It's got great reviews, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, I like part 1 so much. So, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Hence the reason why I bought that. Silent Hill Downpour. Picked that up. Played it. It was pretty cool. My only complaint was like when I'm shanking that fat dude, I feel like he should have just died. Like it would have been more impactful if I just like walked up to him and it was like whoosh, and he died all brutally like whoosh, but you know I had to like slice and dice and keep chasing him and find a new weapon, and like it just wasn't realistic enough, but it was pretty cool. So I recommend getting. I mean, all Silent Hill games are pretty cool. Alright, now we're going to move on to PC. I got lots of games for consoles, but I love PC games. So, Star Wars Battlefront 2 I picked up for like $1 at a thrift store. Why not? This is a game, as a kid, my parents bought it. It came in a really cool box. It was all foily and holographic. We, you know, back in 1995, we had a Windows 95, but this game they bought was Microsoft DOS, and none of us knew Microsoft DOS. So, we had no idea how to install it. So we never got to play it, and I've always wanted to play it. It's called Stone Keep. And unfortunately I don't have the jewel case, I don't have the cool box. But yeah, I should totally play it. I mean, it's been like since 1995, so I should probably play it. But I mean, I don't have the original copy, I rebought this. Next up is a game me and my friend used to play like for hours and hours and hours. Star Trek Armada. We used to just have big epic battles with starships, and I mean, it's space. I think, if I remember correctly, you can go top and bottom of these guys. It's pretty cool, so check it out. It's pretty fun. I love to collect big boxed PC games. I got quite a few, and I needed a Star Wars Rebel Assault because, you know, my brother bought me the other Rebel Assault for Christmas, and I'm like, I gotta have part 1, so I got it. And I gotta tell you, I love the artwork. It's old and retro, and it's cool. Last up, picked up for like $1, I guess $3. Big box, The Longest Journey. These games are all kind of like, you know, Myst style gameplay. The Longest Journey series was pretty popular, so I picked it up. It, you know, it's super fun. Glad I own you. And those are all my recent pickups, so I'm glad I got to put those games in my collection. I've been holding on to them for a while. If I put things away in my shelf, I forget what recent pickups I have, so they've just been kind of stacked up in a corner here. So now I get to put them away. Excited to do that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you later.